Guys, it is 2025. What are you guys doing, man? What are y'all smoking dope, man? It's time to get your life in order. You see, I'm 30. Guys, 30 is the last hurrah to make your friggin' dreams come true. You know, if you're 18 watching this video right now, guys, it's time. It's time to get your life in order. It's time to get your situation corrected and straight. Because guys, 30 is the last hurrah to make the dream come true. Smoke another dumb stick, stupid, because goddamn, there's money to be made out here, guys. And I'm going to bring you guys along my journey. If I could talk to my 18-year-old self right now, I would say, man, just drop out of school, man. I dropped out of college. I stayed in high school. I worked from age 15 to age 19. Had to get a couple jobs along the way. I got started as a business owner when I was 19. You know, 2 months before my 20th birthday. I made a couple million in 10 years. You know, it's nothing to lose and everything to gain. You know, the alternative is you're gonna work and work. You're gonna get out of school and work and work and work. And you think that at the end of the rainbow, there's like some epic moment when you retire and you could just watch TV and like settle down your soul before you finally just fucking just like, I think one thing that happened with me in my life is I realized there is no destination. The journey is the destination. The destination is death for me at this point. I got into entrepreneurship at the perfect time because like when I got started, when I was like 13, 14 years old, when I started my first little internet hustles, you know, sniffing on that Armani Code deodorant, by the way, is only 25 bucks off eBay. Guys, it's been 10 years and only 10 years. I've got like a good 20 years to make the dream happen. And I'm bringing you guys along with me. I make vlogs on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, by the way. It's free and it's always worth your time. I always under promise and over deliver. You see, if you're not watching my videos, you're missing out. I'm just one of those people you should be subscribed to. So let me get back to the original point of the video. This is a video for the kids. You know, there's money to be made out there, guys. And if you're not making money with the internet is a great way to make money in many different ways. You know, when you go to college, if I could go back to being 19, which I'm educated now, but it took me 10 years to get educated so I could get a proper industry job if I ever need one, right? That's one of the first things I did when I made a little bit of money. I was like 25. I got certified in web development, right? It's one cool thing about owning your own business is throughout this journey, you pick up on a lot of different skills. You know, business owners love hiring people that have owned their own business before. Right? Because you kind of know, you have a sense of like what a business wants. You know, your business is like your baby, right? Your business is like your baby, right? Is everything to you in the beginning, right? Should be everything to you in the beginning. You got people getting their real estate certification and selling real estate, someone else's real estate, thinking and wearing a suit and tie to work every day thinking that they're getting ahead. That's not the way to get ahead anymore. That's what their parents told them was the way to get ahead. The real way to get ahead is by subscribing to my YouTube channel. And the real way to get ahead is to learn how to turn $1 into $2. You know, what I mean by that is you're very unlikely going to be able to, you know, turn literally $1 into $2. You're going to need a minimum of like $1,000. You know, but you could get started. For example, if you learn how to trade penny stocks, you learn how to trade Ethereum. You know, you can get started with very little, like maybe $10, you know, trading penny stocks, trading crypto, you know, but to make any real money, you're going to need at least like 100 or 1,000 or a few $1,000, right? Otherwise, if you get started with $100, this is why I say you need $1,000, because if you get started with $100 like I did at one point, here's what's going to happen, which didn't happen to me, which might happen to you because you might not be as motivated as me. I believe that this life could be so beautiful. I want to experience all of life's processes. You know, I want to experience all of life's processes. And I believe that people that are otherwise destined to be like standard working class people should also have the opportunity to be successful in business. Those are the people that I'm somewhat targeting in these videos, are hopeless people that are going to follow the school, work, die, status quo, bullshit life. Those are the people that I want to talk to. You know, Alex Hormozi talks to people that already owns businesses. Tai Lopez talked to the same audience. Is like, if you're in this life, if you come across my YouTube channel, you know, whether if you already own a business, I provide value, whether if you are a hopeless romantic when it comes to money, like you have dreams but no ambition, right? This channel is for you. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the video to get the word out about my channel. God damn it. So here's what's going to happen if you get started with a measly $100 is you're going to plug that money into ads doing Shopify, or you're going to try some little hustle, or you're going to do this, and you've got about a 10% chance of making any money. Let's call it a 1% chance of making any money at all. With $1,000, you could do a little bit better. With $3,000, you could maybe do a little bit better. With $10,000, you could maybe find a winning business. That's kind of how it works nowadays, guys. Now, I'm not some kind of dickhead. You know, in business, you're going to come across a lot of dickheads that are going to try to bully you out of the game the second you try to jump in. Now, me, I've been around the internet so long, guys. I've been around the internet so long, it's about time I started a successful YouTube channel. And luckily for you guys, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm talking about. I've made a few million in business in 10 years. I got into business at the perfect time. The second most perfect time to get into business is right now. If you're coming out of high school right now, here's a few wise words that I would tell you. Still go to college. Okay, still go to college. Tai Lopez told us to drop out of college. I tell you guys, stay in college. You know, you might need that job because when you get fucking homeless, because I keep it gritty over here. if I have to go live on the streets, in the slums, in some kind of cockroach apartment to make my dreams come true, I'm going to do that. But that's a last case scenario, guys. That's not the goal. The goal for me, and should be for you, is my target audience is people that were raised correctly, people that otherwise would be hopeless when it comes to money for the rest of their life. For you, everyone's hoping you win. Everyone who's anyone is hoping that you win. But if you don't subscribe to my channel, the chances of you winning is going to be less. And if you don't watch the videos, and if you don't subscribe to the social medias of people who are successful, the chances of you winning is going to be less. It's called the principle of immersion. Immerse yourself in success culture. I logged out of video games for like 5 years, brother. I didn't even take a shower for like, only when I went to the store, like on payday from my welfare check. I would take a shower like before I had to go to the store. And that was literally it. I would shower like once a month, you know. Nowadays, I'll show you guys, I eat shit like living real decent. I eat like pizza. Yeah, if you want to just have a nice pizza for dinner every day and the best fucking laptop and a nice little, maybe by the time you die you have like enough money to afford your kids to move them into like a little, today's equivalent of maybe like $100,000 condo, like a 1-bedroom suite in like the suburbs, you know. Listen, guys, I lived in ghettos. I lived in halfway houses. I was homeless. I lived in my car. I kept it gritty, you know, because I wasn't a bad person, but I did bad things. And that's the thing that I want to close this video out on, is karma. You know, it's not always about doing the best thing. Just always be so the nicest person. Because God did not create you to be a fucking bitch, right? The universe was created as we know it today during a time when times were turbulent. And we saw, well, they saw what could happen to someone who's too nice. When God created the heavens and the earth, God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And he called the light day, and he called the darkness night. Does that make sense to anybody? And there was light. So, you know, it's like my best recommendation, if you are like just learning how to walk and talk and move around, this video is not made for kids, by the way. It's just, be a man or woman of decency. Be a man or woman of decency, but still don't take crap from anyone. Don't take hostility from anyone. That's not why God created you. God created you to be as self-sustaining as possible so that when God's not around, we can still stand up for ourselves, and that's not going to get you sent to burning hell in God's opinion. God's opinion is, I know God's opinion very well. My name is, my name in real life is Michael, by the way. I'm a man of my honor, integrity, and I don't take shit from anybody. I'm a man of respect. You demand respect everywhere you go. But the first step to getting respect is to command respect. Having I don't care how much money you have. You know, I've got a lot of money too. You know, is like, keep it gritty, keep it honorable, so that when you get there, they can't say you didn't earn it. They can't say you don't deserve it. That's why I'm not a bad person, but I've done bad things, right? Um, so to generate my positive karma back, which I believe in that sort of thing, you know, I had to become now a certified contributing member of God in my communities. I was homeless like 7 times. I lived in my car. I slept on the dirt. I slept in like old garbage dumpster enclosures so that no one would see me, so I wouldn't get like a ticket for being homeless and trying to sleep outside. It's like, what are you, smoke on dope, man? Are you smoke on dope? It's time to get your life in order. Subscribe to my channel. Bam, bam. Bada boom, bada bang. It's free videos that I publish like whenever the hell I feel like making a video. Keep in mind, guys, I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years, always been an aspiring champion. My goal is not to be better than anyone. I don't want to be number one at anything. I want to be the best me, or close enough to, you know, the best me that I could possibly be. And that's what this channel is all about, is helping you become an optimized version of you.